We got a 1941 Chevrolet pickup. I love these. It's got a 454 from a 1970. I'll show you it's on this side. From a 1970 Monte Carlo. And it's got a street demon, so it's fuel injected. Fuel injected too, huh? So it's absolutely total restored everything? You restored everything in this?
Yeah, everything's been done one way or another. It's either been repainted or like the bench seat used to be. That's when the fuel tank was underneath the fuel tank was underneath the bench seat here.
Oh, okay.
So I took that out, and I got these seats. These seats are custom-made seats from a company called Procar.
Okay.
They're like $1,000 a piece, these seats.
I buy that.
I got them, and the guy was just looking to go home from Hershey. I bought these 2 seats for $100.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't want to.
Sometimes you're just in the right
place, right. He didn't want to bring him home with him. I get it.
$1,000 worth
Yeah,
of seats.
he didn't want to bring him back home.
Exactly. He didn't want to take them
I
home.
don't take him back home. Yeah. I got more stuff at the house. I don't want to carry this back.
Yeah,
Sure.
So the fuel cell was gone, so it had to go in the back here.
Okay. All right. 20 gallons.
I think it's about 18. When I fill it up, it usually comes out to around 18 gallons.
All right.
It's on a really low.
Rally wheels with dog dish poverty caps.
Well, I had Chevy Rally wheels on it, but they kept blowing apart. All the pieces kept flying off.
Yeah.
So I just put these on.
All right, slide wheels in the front.
And then redid the back ones here.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to change the back ones for these eventually.
The thing about those is they rust prematurely. I don't like those. I had a pair.
I saw the ones that were on there.
Yeah, no,
They were
but
a mess.
yeah, I've seen them because that's like it's a real shallow chrome dip that they put on those.
Yeah.
So after a year or two, you're gonna get a lot of rust gathering up in here and everything. If the car won't be out in the weather, so that's probably why.
It's in the garage.
Yeah, it's in the garage. Yeah, so
You don't see much
you won't
rain.
see that, but I had a pair of those. So what is this? Gunmetal gray, a gunmetal silver.
Color silver. This.
And it's like a black cherry type of red here.
This is the weirdest paint I ever saw. Look in the sunlight. It's like a maroon.
Right.
Like a root beer.
Yeah, like a root beer type of black cherry type of,
But look over here where it's not in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like a dark
brown.
maroon.
Yeah.
It's just all that goes away when the sun's not here.
No, but it's good. It's a two-tone, and then you got a
That's
custom.
the most unusual thing about this. Most pickups are usually all one color. It's rare to see a two-tone.
No, you do see a lot of, especially for the Chevys and the GMCs,
Yeah.
a lot of guys, they stick to the paint code from the 50s, so you see a lot of white and red, white and turquoise, white and black, that type of shading, You got tufted here. No, this is
This is when I got this. There was no interior in it at all.
Yeah, I
This is
believe
all
that.
metal.
Yeah,
so
aftermarket
I bought all the
gauges.
material and I made my own.
Oh, you made this yourself?
Yeah.
All right.
I made the console.
The handles, where did the handles come from? They came from...
I think they came off of that Camaro.
About
They came up with something like it
80s.
if it wasn't that Camaro.
Yeah, they look like 80s GM right there. See those, like a J car, Sunbird or something like that.
I mean, this is definitely GM.
Oh yeah, that's definitely right. Yeah, I have these on my Suburban, these same handles right here.
Yeah, I think that's what they're probably offering.
Yeah, I believe that. All right, he's got his aftermarket stereo in the center console there. Everybody's got to have their tunes.
Here's the best thing is, see that? I can't see anything out of that friggin' mirror.
No?
See that up there?
Rear camera?
That's to my backup camera.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
You did
that
that
is
too?
my mirror.
All right.
It's on as soon as I start the truck. I don't have to be going backwards and reverse.
No, right, okay.
That comes on as soon as I start the truck.
So
the whole
constant.
time it's running, that's my rear view mirror.
It's constant, okay. And you wired that in yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, and it's been in the headset for the speakers too. So you got two in the deck here above the two in the A panel, the kick panel. Okay, that's pretty good, man. And then you got your center console with what is that? A Pioneer, so no amplifier?
What's that?
No amplifier for the stereo?
Yeah, it's actually built into the. Where the
Oh, it's built into it.
Yeah.
Built into the console, then,
It's
like behind
under-
it.
yeah, it's
Yeah, okay,
underneath there.
okay, that's cool. It's got 4 channels. That's wonderful. They got the custom bed, rolled steel right here. Wood floor.
Yeah, everything's custom in the taillights. They were one of a kind.
Are they?
They were made. There's nowhere you go. I think you buy them.
Oh, okay. LEDs?
Yeah.
LEDs, Chevy
When I
bow
found
tie
those, They had
style.
regular bulbs in it, and I took it to my buddy that has a radio and he does all that kind of work.
Right.
And he put all LEDs in there for me.
And these will be your reverse lights for state inspection.
There was no inspection.
Oh, for this vehicle, that's all right. You just got to have brakes and headlights,
That's
right?
it.
That's it.
If it rolls, you're good to go.
Right. Dual exhaust. What is this? Ooh, 3 inch. Oh no, look at that. It's like 3.5 pipes. 3.5. Yeah, three and a
I
half
just
inch
put
pipes.
new mufflers on there. I had
Remember you had me.
Flowmasters? No.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were on it before, but they were falling apart.
Yeah.
Literally falling
Yeah,
apart.
yeah.
It sounded like marbles inside.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
So I brought it to a guy, and he put these on. He said, "But we're not going to put them on with clamps like everybody else does."
Gonna weld them?
He welded.
He
everything.
welded them. Yeah.
Yeah, and it made such a difference. And
Nice.
whoever put the original mufflers on before I got it, put them on backwards.
Oh, all right.
He says, "You're not going to believe the difference when you drive your truck." He says, "Your truck, your engine was dying, it couldn't breathe
Right.
because the mufflers were backwards, the baffles were facing the wrong way." He put them on. I pulled it on to Route 29 or whatever the hell the shop was. He says, "When you go, just hit it. I want to see what it sounds like." I hit it. I was pinned to the seat.
Right.
I
Right.
couldn't believe what a difference it made.
It's wonderful. Yeah. So. And the white plate that they came off the old
I got
truck.
that in Hershey.
Okay.
It was probably they make it for Model A Ford.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
an
Right.
aftermarket
Right.
thing.
Aftermarket.
But I didn't
Okay.
want to step on the paint all the time.
Right,
so
all
I
the time,
found
yeah.
these. People ask me all the time because you can't find it for Chevy. I said I just happened to run across them. I saw them. I bought them.
Yeah, that's great. And this is good too, because getting these running boards is very hard to find. Because
Yeah, these have to be welded too because the back, because it's tough. This is a wider fender
Right,
than the original fender. So you see what had to happen here? It had to flare it out.
right.
And then the problem was when this was the guy that put these originally, I wasn't sure what the hell happened because it lines up with the back fender, which is out further,
Right.
but it still lines up. So I have people coming to me all the time that are real knowledgeable on these old trucks and stuff, and they keep saying, "What did you do to the fenders? Because this isn't right. Did you cut like because this should come straight across and then up this way?" So they said, "Did you cut all this and roll it under?" I said, "No." They said, well, how does it like that? I said, because these aren't the fenders off the pickup, they're off the big oil truck.
Oh.
Same year truck.
Yeah, medium
over
duty,
the
right.
bigger, and
Yeah,
now
yeah.
with the big
Yeah, right.
fender,
So
it
medium,
lines up with
yeah,
the back.
yeah, the medium duty, right,
And
right,
this
you got
clearance
it.
here, I don't scrape when I hit things.
Right,
on the
right,
curb.
right, right. Okay.
So the big truck worked perfect.
That's what they did. The light duty would have full fenders, and then the medium duty was had bigger tires. It rolled them higher off the chassis.
Yeah, the original fender that would have been in the pickup
Yeah.
went like this,
Yeah.
and then straight across the bottom.
Yeah. I seen one of these in the medium duty that you're talking about when I was upstate at the Lake George show last year.
Yeah.
It was a cab over, so all of this was original,
Yeah.
but they had shaved this and pushed it way back.
Okay.
So it was basically the cab was right on top of the engine, and then the rest of the chassis was just bed. You know?
Just bed.
Yeah, just bed.
Just-
You know,
there's
and,
motors like-
and it was like a 4x4 too. So
I want you to think there was no room in here. But you see what I had to do to the valve cover to make sure that it
oh
try to
yeah,
get the
sure,
engine?
sure. So I'm
That little bit is the only reason it went in there.
but it's also
Without doing that, it wasn't going.
yeah, but it's also I'm thinking when it comes time to change the spark plugs, what you playing?
I've done them. They're a
Yeah.
pain in the ass.
Yeah, I know.
Everything's
Yeah.
that ain't nothing. You want to change the distributor stuff in the back? It's
Yeah.
just in that. Took me 3 days to get my hand enough to get to change the parts in there.
Oh, jeez. Because I mean, when I was working at a Dodge dealer when I was in Florida, that's when they first come out with that Hemi.
Yeah.
And the Hemi takes 16 plugs. So in order to replace the plugs on this side,
Yeah.
you read the manual. On the truck, they want you to remove the brake booster.
Yeah.
You know. And then and on the car is really more easier, but on the truck. So I was just asking because that's wedged in there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's wedged in there.
And then this had a mechanical fan on it. It was overheating constantly. That motor runs hot.
Yeah.
So I was constantly overheating. I said, I got to do something. I said, it's always running hot. So I was in Wildwood for the Boardwalk show.
Right.
And there was a club that was going up. They were parked on the side of the road, and I'm looking for places to get onto the curb so I can go up on the boardwalk when they let us up. So they saw me go by 3 or 4 times. The guy's flagging me down. He says, we're all together. He said, well, we got one space in the back. He said, we saw you go by a couple times. Just pull, and then when we go up, you can just go up with us. So I did that. Now I get up on the boardwalk, and this thing is steaming because we're not moving. We're crawling along. And this old guy comes over to me, white hair and stuff, and he says, I see you're having an overheat problem. I said, it doesn't overheat, but it don't run cool either. I mean, there's steam coming out of everything. So he tells me, I'm going to tell you how to fix this. And exactly what he told me. He says, number one, you know that mechanical fan? Take that off.
Right.
It's hurting you more than it's helping you.
All right.
He says, because when that's turning so slow,
There's a drag on the engine.
it's like a pie plate.
Right.
Even though you're moving, it's hitting that like it's a pie plate because it's only doing this. He said, you did the right idea. You put electric fans in here. But I had them on the front of the radiator pushing through.
Right.
Two 10-inch fans.
Right, right.
He goes, that's not enough CFM. It's never going to work. It's not going to keep it cool. He said, you already got the shroud, which is the most important part
Right.
of the radiator.
Right.
He says, get a 16-inch fan that will fit in that hole there.
And suck
He
it
says,
through.
and when you wire it up, make it pulling back
Yes,
just
it's
like a
suck
regular
through.
fan.
Yeah, it's gonna suck
He
through,
says,
right.
you do that and you will never have a heating problem again. I did exactly what he told me. Never an issue. I must have told this to 100 guys who are having overheat problems. Every one of them called me and says, thank you, thank you, thank you.
But you kept
don't
the-
thank me, thank the guy who told me.
But you kept the two in the front, or you take those off? No.
He said, take everything
just
off.
116.
Just that 16.
Just that 16.
It's got to
Okay.
be at least 2,300 CFM.
Okay.
You put that on there in that shroud and get rid of that back fan and take those things off here, you will never overheat again. He's
Oh.
right.
All right.
The guys are telling me this guy is a genius. You don't understand. He's not just a machinist. He's an engineer. He designs stuff and everything. He's got this massive blower on the front of his car. It was like a 32 Chevy, 5-window coupe and stuff. It was all customized up. He had this huge blower. You see that blower? He didn't buy that. He made that.
All right.
That's the kind of guy you're dealing with.
No, yeah. I saw a guy like that. When I was up there.
I said I did exactly what he told me. I can't go wrong. It's working perfect.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
so I
great.
tell that story to a lot of guys because a lot of guys are having the same problem.
Yeah, 'cause I
said,
had-
just do what I did. I guarantee it'll work because it's working.
Well, that's bad.
See, it's believing.
Because when I was running hot, what I did for mine is I put a 10 and I put a 12 side by side.
Yeah.
And when it worked, it worked for a while. Actually,
Well,
it worked until I got rid of the car. So it worked.
The shroud is the most important part.
Yeah, right,
and
right.
if you've got two fans going, it's not really doing what it's supposed to do.
Right.
You need that one fan in the middle, and it's best if it's pulling back like
Yeah.
it's supposed to.
Yeah, if it's sucking
he
through,
said,
sucking
pull it
in.
on the backside. He said if it's going in the wrong direction, all you got to do is turn the wires around, and then you're going to be
Yeah, it's
pulling.
good. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I did all that. I never had overheat problem. This thing's running at 180 degrees, even on a hot day. And
That's
I'm
good.
sitting in traffic. This thing's at 180 degrees.
That's good. Yeah. That is very
For
good.
that motor, that's cool.
Yeah, that's good. 1941 Chevy pickup with a 454 fuel injected. It's a really beautiful car, beautiful truck.